Let me introduce you to Julie. Julie has such a fun personality. She has gorgeous blue-green eyes that sometimes change with what she's wearing or how she's doing her makeup. So it's very fun to just play with that. Here's Julie. Just to refresh the skin and get some moisture back into it after cleansing. And then I'm going to do I'm just going to take some green tea and Grapeseed lotion, which can act both as a moisturizer and it also can prime for foundation too. A lot of people ask about like foundation primer, and we have our smooth priming serum, which is awesome, but also a moisturizer works great too. So this is a liquid foundation. I'll get you to close your eyes for me. And it's the color Pacific Tan. It's a little bit darker than your eyelids, but it will blend really nicely with the rest of the skin once we've done foundation. Because I'm going to start with eyeshadow. And I'm going to use the shade Cinder. It's like my magic shade that works. Taking the shade Light, the cream concealer in Light, with a brush, and just going to go a little bit right in there, just to even out the... Okay, now I'm going to do eyeshadow. I'm going to start with Stardust. That's the highlight color. I'm going to use Plum shades on your eyes today, Julie, so hope you're okay with that. I'm going to use black eyeliner for you, just a pencil, and I'm going to do that underneath the eyes as well as on top, but underneath the eyes I'm going to do black pencil, and then I'm going to smudge over top of it with the Wisteria. I'm not going to use the Plum under the eyes because that one's a little bit more reddish plum, and sometimes if you put that under the eyes it looks it makes a person look a little tired or a little bloodshot or whatever, and so I'm not going to use that under the eyes, but I will use the Wisteria over top of the liner. Top lash line first, and you want to get it nice and close to the root of the eyelashes. You don't want to see any skin there. So you can play with the width of the line as well. If you want it to be a little thicker, that's fine. You've got space there, like on your lid, you can see your eyelid, whereas for me, it's pretty much all hooded over. So I don't want my line too thick, but you can kind of play with like a thinner to thicker line. So now I'm going to get you to look up with your eyes. I'm going to and I'm not going to quite connect them at the outer corner because that will kind of downturn the eyes a little bit. I'm going to just stop right at the outer corner there, but I'm going to smudge over it with the Wisteria, so yeah.
Do you do it above the eyelash?
You can, yeah,
Or
in the waterline.
Kind of like underneath?
I'm doing it sort of underneath and in the lashes. Okay. Yeah, but you can also do the waterline too. It will definitely make it more dramatic looking. So now I'm taking Wisteria with my angled liner brush, and this is just going to smudge over top, so I'll just turn that way. And just kind of blending over the black liner underneath, just so it's not as dark, and it just kind of smokes out that line too. I'll often do the pencil, but I will pretty much always smudge over it with eyeshadow. Taking some black mascara and getting right into the root of the lashes. Again, just to add that thickness, and so you don't see the base of the lashes, you get it all covered with mascara. I'm going to use our liquid foundation, and I won't do, you know, super heavy coverage, and I'm going to use our flat top foundation brush. This shade is called Pacific Tan, so I'll just do a light coverage because, yeah, I don't feel like you need lots. Your skin is very nice, but this will just kind of help just to sort of balance out some of the redness. I kind of just speckle it onto the skin first and then blend it in, so kind of in swirling motions. Most people's skin is just nicer in the summer too, so you don't need as much foundation either. Sometimes in the winter, skin just isn't as nice. Foundation under the eyes. I'll do some cream concealer closer to the under eye area, but I'm going to do just a little bit right kind of on the upper cheekbone just because I couldn't quite reach that with the flat top foundation brush. You'd be able to do it on yourself, but I don't want to get too close to the eye with it. So sometimes when you do foundation, then it can, because it balances out the skin so much, it can almost look like you look paler than you actually do. So that's why people add a bronzer or a blush or both, because it kind of gets a little bit more of that color back into the face. So I'm just going to do a little bit of the mascara on the bottom lashes, so just looking up for me. Okay, I'm going to take the shade Alluring contour powder, and with my blush brush, just from the lid, I take it under the cheekbone, so just turning all the way that way, right under the cheekbones, just to accentuate the structure of the face and accentuate the cheekbones. And then I'm also going to use it as a matte bronzer. So yeah, now it's under the cheekbones as the contour, and then I'm going to take a little bit along the hairline. Let's do some blush, and I'm taking the shade Sweet Pea. You've got nice rosy cheeks, so I didn't want to go too bright. Alright, cream concealer under the eyes. So this is the shade Light. This is a bit thicker than the liquid foundation, which is why I'm using it under the eyes. Have very dark circles under your eyes anyway, so that's nice, but I'll just show the difference between the two. So the left side has cream concealer and the right is without. Her left side, the right side on the camera. A bit of matte minerals. That's a setting powder. We are doing the lip shine color in Winterberry. So it's just this light shade, like kind of a nude color.
And you're recording this?
Yep, I am. So
what kind of reaction do you want?
the truthful one, the truthful reaction. So yeah, that's good. Thanks, Julie. You're so kind. So what? Yeah, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for doing this. I appreciate it.